Now, a big couple of updates here on the Vinicius Jr. situation that I want to delve into with you, because this story, for me, is becoming the saga of the summer. Absolutely love it. Lots of lines to be reading in between. But this came out last night that says, as of now, there is no new meeting schedule between Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid. Vinny and his camp feel the 26-year-old is at 26, this is a big contract of his career and want Madrid to reward everything he has done since 2018. If he doesn't renew, he'd be free to sign a pre-contract with any club in January. Now, this came out quite late last night, just as I was going to bed. And this morning, I see it posted everywhere by Arsenal aggregators. Wow, there's no new scheduled talks coming in. Now, I want to be very, very fair here. There are other reports that say different, okay? So Ramon Alvarez here, who is highly, highly credible, says the meeting between Vinicius and Real Madrid will take place in the next 48 hours. Madrid will maintain their offer of recent months. So some will say, well, that's a contradiction. Some saying there's no new meeting taking place. Others are saying that there is going to be one. But the one thing that is consistent, and this is where you've got to read between the lines, is that Madrid are not willing to improve their offer. So it's looking more and more likely, according to the sources coming out of Spain, that if Vinicius wants to stay, he has to roll over. He has to accept that he's getting nowhere near the money, nowhere near the image rights, and nowhere near the bonuses that Kylian Mbappe receives. Now, a further update here, it says that Real Madrid have shown no willingness to give a renewal bonus to Vinicius Jr. as they fear that it will create a knock-on effect in the squad. And of course, this comes from Mario Cortegay. Oh, I've messed up his name here. Mario. We're going to go Mario. Cortegana, sorry. There we go. My dyslexia kicked in there. That they have no desire, no willingness whatsoever to turn around and improve that offer. Again, which I think holds a large amount of significance. Okay? And this news reiterated again by this high-level journalist. So I don't believe the idea that there's going to be no meeting. I've seen the ESPN Brazil push that out. It makes no sense for there to be no meeting. Maybe Vinicius won't be there. And this is where sometimes you've got to listen to a story and read it and think. So maybe they're not lying. Maybe they're not even wrong. There is no meeting between Vinicius and... Let's just read what they actually said here. Yeah, no new meeting scheduled between Vinicius and Real Madrid. That could actually be true in the sense of Vinicius won't be attending the meeting. So officially, he's not having a meeting. But there is no chance in hell that the representation of Vinicius Jr. and Madrid are not going to speak this week. There is just no way this is going to happen. They're going to have a meeting. But what has been doubled down upon again by every single Madrid outlet is we are not going to increase the offer to what you want. So there are some other reports today that say that, you know, he's on 18 million a year. They're willing to go to 22 million. The player wants 30. They're offering no renewal bonus, and the player wants a fee of around 20 million euros. Madrid is still saying zero he's going to get there. They don't tell us exactly what his image right percentage is now. He wants close to 100%, and they are not willing to give him anywhere near close to 100%. Some are saying they would go as high as 80. There is a big 20% difference in that. Now, this is why I'm now going into two lanes on this deal. I've said three avenues all along, and I feel one of them feels like it's shutting. Unless we're being bluffed, unless Madrid is bluffing like no one's ever bluffed before, I believe that window that Madrid will cave is closing. I believe now we've got two options. I believe now there are two options and two outcomes. Vinicius caves. Vinicius rolls over. Vinicius accepts that he overvalued himself. Vinicius accepts that he isn't going to get what Mbappe gets or close to it. He isn't getting 30 million a year in salary. He isn't getting the 20 million euro signing on bonus, and he is not getting 95 to 100% of his image rights. And if Vinicius agrees to roll over and accept that, he will remain a Real Madrid player. If his strategy was to get Madrid to boost the offer by using Arsenal, that appears to have failed on every level. Now, just signing a new deal doesn't mean he used Arsenal. You could only make the argument, I still think it's a false one, but you can only make the argument that he used Arsenal if Madrid give him what he wants. If he doesn't get what he wants, then even if he was using them, it didn't work. He is still caved. The one option is he caves. The second option is that he does join Arsenal. Because again, there hasn't been a single credible journalist that has said there is no interest, that he would reject it, that he 100% wouldn't join. It's a mixture of he's open to it, he likes the offer, there's a confidence, right down to personal terms agreed in principle. So we're in this very interesting stage, and I think at any moment things can update, but the Madrid press coming out again and doubling down. But I want to get your opinions on this. I want to know what you think is going on, and I'd love a detailed response in that comment section below. Do you think Arsenal are being used? Do you think Arsenal could get the deal done? Do you believe that Madrid are bluffing and they're going to cave? And all of this is smoke and mirrors? Do you believe Vinicius will accept what they're offering him and he's just chancing his arm a little bit more? How do you see it going? I love this transfer. There's so much going on, so much riding on it. Like, share, and subscribe, please, people. Get it done.
In time, a lot of fans have been getting really, really impatient because they want to see those signings coming through the door. And I'm sure at the moment, Mikel Arteta is looking to tie up some of these signings as soon as possible, although he's going to have to be very patient with some of them because to sign big players takes time. The big one, of course, speaking about it literally every day, as we said, we've been nicknaming the show Vinicius Jr. Daily because of the fact that that is the signing that everybody wants to see. That would be the signing that everybody would love to see on the back of their shirts that they're buying. But at the moment, still no progress. He returned back to training yesterday with Real Madrid. There was lots of, pictures and videos of him going around online that were being posted by Real Madrid of him in training. He is back in training there, but will he still be a Real Madrid player come the end of the summer transfer window? That is the big question. The fact that he's back in training doesn't mean that he's signing, or should I say staying at Real Madrid permanently. And as usual, there was loads of back and forth yesterday. 1 minute you read one thing, yeah, he's off, he's going to Arsenal. The next thing you read something, no, he's definitely staying. Listen, at the moment, as I said yesterday, nothing has been done. Nothing has been completed. And the big rumours is that there's still a big gap in getting this deal sorted out. Real Madrid apparently are willing to offer him a contract worth around about £19 million a year. Vinicius Jr.'s agents that are representing him are looking for a deal reportedly worth around about £26 million a year. That is a big gap. That's a gap of around about £7 million. Now, are they going to sit down and try and work out some sort of compromise where maybe he lowers his money a bit and there's a bit of juggling done on his image rights? That is all still to play out. So at the moment, he's still a Real Madrid player, but he's not signed a new contract yet. And if he doesn't sign that new contract, we know that Arsenal are willing and waiting to sign him up as a new Arsenal player. So I think that this has still got a while to play out. We could get some more clearer information on it, possibly by the end of the week. But a deal like this, I just got to make it clear to everybody, as I said, and you're going to see all these rumours flying around on it. A deal like this is very, very difficult to get done. This will be the biggest transfer in Arsenal's history.
Brazilian superstar continues to dominate transfer speculation after reports revealed the enormous valuation attached to one of the world's best attacking players. Any club hoping to tempt him away would need to prepare a record-breaking financial package, making this one of the most ambitious transfer stories of the entire window. Despite the challenges involved, Arsenal continue to be mentioned whenever elite attacking talent becomes available, reflecting the club's growing reputation as genuine contenders for football's biggest prizes. Supporters have naturally begun asking the same question. Could Arsenal really pull off a transfer that nobody believes is possible? Although a deal would require several major obstacles to be overcome, football has repeatedly shown that unexpected moves can happen when circumstances change. That's why every fresh update surrounding Vinicius continues attracting worldwide attention. The second major story focuses on Bruno Guimaraes. The Brazilian midfielder has been one of the most consistent performers in the Premier League over recent seasons, making him a priority target for clubs looking to strengthen the heart of midfield. However, fresh reports suggest the situation has become more complicated than many expected. Negotiations continue to evolve. New discussions are taking place, and every update appears to bring another twist. Whether it's personal terms, club-to-club negotiations, or the overall structure of a potential agreement, the Bruno Guimaraes story remains one of the biggest transfer sagas of the summer. Arsenal supporters will be watching closely, hoping positive developments continue to emerge as the window enters a decisive phase. Then there's the surprise name-making headlines today. Pau Torres, the Spanish defender, has once again entered the transfer conversation after fresh reports linked him with a potential move. Known for his composure, intelligent positioning, and exceptional passing ability, Torres has long been admired by several top European clubs. Modern football demands centre-backs capable of doing far more than defending.